there was a heavy snowstorm on the M10, the road from Moscow to St. Petersburg. And as a result of that, thousands of vehicles, lots of lorries, got stuck. And the jam got longer and longer and stretched eventually 120 miles. And being stuck on a Russian motorway isn't like being stuck on a UK motorway. There are no emergency telephones. You can't pop into a nice service station for a cup of coffee. No supermarkets, and petrol stations are also few and far between. So a miserable experience for some of the drivers. Some of them were stuck there for 48 hours. Over the last 3 days, various officials have declared the jam has unjammed, everything is over, and then a few hours later they've had very red faces and have had to admit that no, it hasn't finished. We had the same situation this morning when Russian police said that the traffic was moving again after 3 days, but this evening the Russian news agency RIA is already reporting drivers are complaining the jam is getting bigger again. And meanwhile, a whole series of senior Russian officials have been trying to blame different people for the situation. We've seen the emergencies minister live on Russian television banging his fist and demanding answers. We've seen the Russian Prime Minister, Dmitry Medvedev, at an emergency meeting with the Deputy Prime Minister. All these officials trying to work out how to get the traffic moving again. It seems to be a combination, not only the bad weather, but also the fact that a lot of the drivers didn't put winter tyres on their cars and lorries, also the fact that the road services were not prepared for the bad weather. There have been snow ploughs there to try to clear away the snow, but they appear to have made matters worse by blocking the roads even further. So it's a whole combination of factors which have caused this massive jam, and as I say, things appear to be continuing. Usually when there's snow in Russia, life carries on. The traffic goes on, the airports stay open. It takes a lot, I think, to bring this country to a halt. But Russian television tonight is saying this is the longest traffic jam they've ever heard of in this country, and certainly from the drivers they've been interviewing along the road, there's a lot of anger there too.